to Procrastination Live Stream Movie Edition. Hey everybody, playing Binding of Isaac Daily Run again. Let's see how poorly I do. So today, with it being the new year and all that fun stuff, I figured it was a perfect time to talk about my favorite movies of the year. I have not seen all the ones that I would like to see, but I have seen some pretty good ones. So what I went ahead and did is I went to Rotten Tomatoes. Love them or hate them, they are a way to rank movies online. So I went on there, looked at their top 100 according to Rotten Tomatoes, and I picked the ones that I had in fact seen. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what they got there. Number one, probably not surprising to most. Mad Max Fury Road came out this year. Tom Hardy, and which he was barely in this movie, but whatever. People are gonna hate me for this. I have sat back and thought about Mad Max since watching it. I've only watched it once, and visually it is a pretty movie. It is amazing what they've done with the special effects, both practical and CGI. It looks amazing, but it wasn't my thing. It wasn't for me. It really just, it did not get me as excited as I was hoping. And also, it was really hyped up. So I think I probably had unreal expectations when going to see it. The majority of people have probably at least heard of Mad Max if they haven't watched it. It's the big action movie this year, and I saw much better action movies. Much better action movies with Tom Hardy in it, surprisingly enough. So yeah, although it's the highest rated one, I just died. Well, sucked there. But you know what? I still got stuff to talk about, so let's play a little bit of Greed Mode. Alright, under no circumstances does me talking shit about the movie, do I mean that as a slight. I don't mean to pick a fight with anybody who liked the movie. It is ultimately, it just wasn't for me, and I didn't realize that. So will I ever watch the movie again? Probably not, honestly. I think I got out of it what there was to get out of it. Once again, looked cool. It was a very cool looking movie, possibly one of the coolest. I use coolest in quotes, but you can't see my hands, so plus they're on the controller. So here's my line too. Coolest looking movies. I wasn't the right demo for it though, so just plain and simple. It wasn't a movie that I was going to get excited about like other people have. Well, I don't think I'll get enough hate about that, so let's go on to the next one, which was really the biggest animated movie this year, Inside Out. Both myself and my wife went to go see it in theaters. The animation style is great. The story is pretty good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I thought it had some good stuff. I wouldn't say it's a movie of the year contender in its current form. I'd say ultimately it was good, but it was a little bit obvious. In my situation, it wasn't. Pixar's done much better, but Pixar's also done much worse. It's a movie that I will probably watch again, which, by the way, I didn't explain this earlier on, but the way that I dictate how good a movie is to me is how many times I watch it, which sounds silly, but because some movies are only meant to be watched one time at most. But yeah, I had a good time with it. I thought it was a cool way of telling a story that I hadn't really seen done before. Oh, that's probably a bad idea. And yeah, I mean, it was Pixar being Pixar, and I'm I'm happy I saw it. I'm happy I went to theaters to see it. Why did I do that? Oh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm once again definitely happy that I did. Went to go see it. I had a good time, and I will definitely be watching it again. So good on it. That's kind of all I can say about it. Didn't really hit me in the emotions like it did a lot of people. Excuse me, got a little bit of a scratchy throat. So no, it was quite enjoyable. I look forward to seeing it again, and I guess time to go on to the next movie from there. The next movie is the most making money of all movies that have ever made money. Star Wars: The Force Awakens. I did, in fact, go to see this in theaters, which I wasn't going to initially because people are crazy, and I don't like going to packed movie theaters. So there's that. However, we did go see it. The movie theater wasn't too packed, and it's good. It's fun. It is a good movie. It is a good Star Wars movie. The complaints that a lot of people have about it being just essentially a reboot of A New Hope, I see where they're going with that, and I agree with it. However, it still found a cool and fun way to make it good and make it fun and make it enjoyable. And this is a movie. This is exactly what J.J. Abrams wanted to do. He wanted to mix the familiar, in some cases very familiar, with just ultimately having a good time. And I think they did do that, and I think they did do it well. So The Force Awakens, a good movie. I definitely enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing more of the series now. I think there's a lot of cool stuff they can do, and I'm looking forward to see how they do it. But yeah, those are, in some people's case, those are the top movies of the year for them. And I can't blame you for it. It's all upon what you were looking for in a movie. For me, I had a really high expectation after last year, getting Birdman and Whiplash so close together, and oh my god, they were amazing movies. And yeah, it just really blew my mind how good last year was with just simply those two movies. And there were some other good movies. I really enjoyed some other stuff for its own reasons, but if I'm going in for like oh my god, this is the most amazing thing ever, it would have been those two, ultimately. So, but needless to say, Star Wars, I enjoyed. I had a good time with it. I will definitely watch it again whenever it comes out on the Blu-rays and the DVDs, and more realistically, digital. So yeah, let's see here. I don't know if that even works. B key. All right. So what's next? The next one is gotta pay attention to you. The next one that I watched, it was actually one that I watched this week, a couple days ago. The Martian, starring Matt Damon and some other people. It doesn't matter because it's Matt Damon's movie. I really understand why people say this is their favorite movie of the year. It's just really fun. For being as bleak as it is at some point in time, it's got a great sense of humor about it. And it was really fun to see him get out of these situations. I mean, it's a really fucked up situation, essentially being left on Mars. Not within Alice. I mean, they were like, oh, this dude's a dick, we're gonna leave him to Mars. No, it's, watch it. You will not be upset. I can honestly say this is a movie for everybody. You don't have to think too hard about it. It's fun. It's pretty sciencey, but still is fun. Still is a load of fun to watch. I think they even said that a lot of this stuff is like genuinely like 100% true, which is rare in movies. So it's always nice to see true stuff. Change. Please change. Please. Thank you. I need some help, so I'll take help. Alright, so we'll go up here, get this. I want to go ahead and go down here, sure. Black heart. Alright, so yeah, as I said, I would definitely say check it out. The atmosphere is great. How they set up fake Mars was really enjoyable. And I'll definitely be watching that one again sometime in the near future. Probably with my wife, because she did not get to see it, so I think she wants to definitely check it out as well. It was one of those that's just really fun, and I would say it's definitely my top 10 of the year by far. Even though there's still quite a few that I haven't seen, but we'll get to that here in a moment. But who cares? I'm thinking about movies that I'm talking about. But yeah, I would say out of all of them, I would say definitely so far Martian's been my favorite of all the ones that I've said, although I have enjoyed aspects of each one of them. Yeah, Martian is just, it's awesome. I mean, if you want to see an awesome movie, that is the one to see in my opinion. Let's see here. Alright, trying to figure things out what I'm doing here. It's obviously nothing. So cool. Well, without further ado, let's go on to the next one, which is a movie I did not expect to see and or enjoy this year, which was Paul Feig's Spy, Melissa McCarthy. I honestly had no interest in seeing this. I thought it was, what is that? Guppy. Oh, I'm Guppy. Yay. I had no interest in seeing it. I did not like Bridesmaids. I haven't really liked Melissa McCarthy in anything. I have not been impressed by anything that Paul Feig has done so far, so I wasn't going to see it, even though I'll admit the trailer made me giggle a couple times. But wife was interested in it, so I was like, okay, I'll watch it. I'll sit here and grumble. And it wasn't bad. It was a send-up of really cool spy movies with stupid comedy and everything. Whoa, I'm very fast. But yeah, ultimately, I'm very surprised by it. Would I say it's the best comedy of the year? I don't think so. We'll get to that if we do, in fact, have the time. But yeah, it was quite impressive, surprisingly. And yeah, I think if you're in the mood for a good comedy, kind of one of those turn your brain off comedies, but it's still quite fun and quite enjoyable, yeah, check it out, man. It's fun. If nothing else, I can definitely say it was very fun, and I look forward to, will I see it again? I will probably never watch the movie again, but I did have a good time with it, so that definitely counts for something. So yeah, so on to the next one, which I don't know if it's going to be in my top 3 or not. I'm tempted to put it there just because it was really good, even though it did suffer from the same issues that Star Wars did for me, where it was a little bit like, oh, I've seen this before. I don't really want to, I mean, I'm glad I'm seeing it again, but I have seen this before. And that, to bury the lead, it's Creed. It's new Rocky movie. Oh, well, it's not a Rocky movie, it's a Creed movie. No, it's a Rocky movie, and that's why I like it. Because, to me, Rocky Balboa was not as much a Rocky movie as this is. Although Rocky plays a secondary character, or the Mick character, I suppose you would say in this scenario. It's great. I mean, it's absolutely great. The acting is on point. The story is hard, except in this situation, it's much harder. Trying to get out of the shadow of his father that he never met. We're gonna bomb this one more time. I didn't want to do that. Okay, so I can get some help. I'm going to get some help. And while we're at it, squeezy. Alright. Sorry. I can only do one track in my head at the moment. All right, but yeah, Creed, definitely go see it. It's great. Uh, it's just very enjoyable. It's exactly what you think it's going to be, which is in fact a Rocky movie, but it's a Rocky movie, and we haven't had one of those for quite a while. Once again, wouldn't count Rocky Balboa, wouldn't count some of the even I would say it's the best Rocky movie since Rocky 4, and to me that's pretty high praise, because Rocky 4 I really did enjoy quite a bit, and this one I enjoyed quite a bit as well. So yeah, you should if you have not seen Creed yet, you should. Slowing me down. So yeah, let's talk about movies. So yeah, Rocky. And that's the last one that was on the. What I miss? That was the last one that was actually on the top 100 of Rotten Tomatoes, surprisingly. So let's go on to other movies that I did not see on that list. I could have easily missed it because I was a little bit in a hurry when preparing for this. So excuse me if that's the case. So we'll start out with what I see to be my second favorite movie of this year. When I say second favorite movie, what could that be? It is The Hateful Eight. New Tarantino. I picked the wrong goddamn thing. Shit. Yeah, The Hateful Eight. I'm sure you've seen trailers for it. It's a post-slavery, speed down, rage, alright, post-slavery Western, essentially. And it is great. It is a wonderful movie. It is Tarantino back at his best. In my opinion, it is super enjoyable. If you do like Tarantino movies, this movie is for you. If you do not like Tarantino movies, you probably won't like it realistically. But no, it was absolutely amazing. Seeing Sam L. Jackson play kind of, in my opinion, one of the best roles of his career. He was just so... Everybody was shithead. This is kind of like watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where everyone's just a bad person. Really, really bad person. And, yeah, it's just fucking mind-blowing to watch. There's so much I could say about it. Everybody in it was just really great. And it kept getting better. It kept building off of itself and became such an amazing movie to watch. It was 3 hours long. Did it need to be that long? Probably not, realistically. But it was good. It was very, 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 very good. And, once again, I would highly recommend anybody who has any interest in seeing it to go see it, because it is great, and I really like it quite a bit. So, once again, if you like Tarantino movies, there's no excuse not to see this one. It's, although maybe not his best, it's pretty close. It's, I would put it right... I don't want to go down there. I would put it right up there with Jackie Brown, which for anybody who knows me knows that I adore Jackie Brown. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Not even mention Tarantino movies, but yeah, of all time movies. It's that darn good. So yeah. Absolutely go see it. Everyone is brilliant in it. Tim Roth, Michael Madsen. Say what you will about him, but the dude's got chops. And he's playing Michael Madsen. And I dig that. I dig it quite a bit. Start remembering that I do, in fact, have 56 seconds. Oh shit. If at all possible. Yep, that's cool. Got that. Let me go get a key just to see what we have going on over here. But yeah, when I say second favorite movie of the year so far, I'll talk about the movies that I haven't seen yet, which there are unfortunately a few of them that I haven't seen that could easily fill that role. I should have had that before, shouldn't I? That could easily fill the same role, but I don't know. It's so good, so good. That's right. That's good. That's a 1-up. I don't need a 1-up. All right. So yeah, absolutely. Hateful Eight was my favorite movie of the year until I saw my movie, and then it became the second favorite movie of the year. So I'm not going to bury the lead. We're going to go on to the next one, which is before I saw Creed, I saw another movie that I was going to call the best Rocky movie of the year. That wasn't until Creed came out, and Creed's the best Rocky movie. So, Southpaw, Jake Gyllenhaal, I have really started to dig him lately. I mean, he is doing some amazing things, and I can't wait to see more from him because he is just doing so many really awesome things in film. His acting has gotten 100% better, in my opinion. So yeah, Southpaw, it's pretty much just a Rocky story with Forrest Whitaker. So yeah, I would definitely say check that one out as well. If you could only watch one boxing movie in 2015, yeah, well, really watch Creed, because Creed is a full-on Rocky movie, where this one just has similar aspects. But yeah, it's still quite good. If you want to see Jake Gyllenhaal get all ripped and dirty and handsome, this is the movie for you. It's really good, and I think you should watch it. Let's see here, 19, lump of coal. Let me see, lump of coal. I'm going to hit you with a bomb. I'm going to get you. And what's this? Give me cards. Hierophant, sweet.
The Hierophant.
All right, kind of going off topic here, trying to think appropriately, and don't want to die. So let's see here. So yeah, once again, yeah, both of them great. Although I'm not a big boxing fan, both those movies were really awesome. Fuck you, Meltdown. So let's start with the second last round. So what do we have next? We have a movie that most people did not like, and I think it is a damn shame, which would be Chappie. But by the same guy who did, brought to us by the same guy who did District 9. For those of you who didn't see District 9, it was a great movie. That's a bunch of money. But no, it is essentially a R-rated retelling of Short Circuit, and things don't get better than that. I don't know why people disliked it so much. I don't know if it was because Diane Wood were like the main actors there, and they didn't care for them, or I really don't know. I don't know why people didn't care for it so much, because it was a fun little story. There was nothing overly complicated about it. It was a little action flick with a little bit of emotion stuff thrown in there. It was really fun, and I had a really good time with it. But once again, some people, they just don't enjoy things for whatever reason. So yeah, but yeah, I would definitely say if you get the opportunity to see it, it is one of those movies that is fun. It's not deep. It's not gonna watch part do anything amazing that you haven't seen before or anything like that. But you know what? Sometimes it's fun just to watch a fun movie. And to me, that's what Chappie was. I thought it was loads of fun, and I look forward to seeing it again. I will definitely be watching that a few more times. Did I go in here? I did go in here. Shit. Alright. Oh yeah, I got another one. bit better beforehand. I actually do have some of this stuff written down, so it shouldn't be as hard. I'm kind of tired. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stuff. I guess I can get another damage up. Yeah, let's do that and call it a day. Alright. So cool, we're wrapping this up slowly but surely. Abaddon for 2 cards. Yeah. Alright, so we got that. Let's go ahead and just let you know. My favorite movie of the year, absolutely, positively, can't do it any better, is Alejandro Gonzalez. Movie, the guy who did Birdman. He did a movie called The Revenant this year with Mr. Leo DiCaprio, and it, as amazing as it is, it's one of those, like, it kind of put me out of breath watching it. It's just one of those, it's so mind-blowing. And in all honesty, as amazing a job as Leo DiCaprio did, to me, it was more so about the world. Everything was a character in this movie. The cameraman especially. It was just mind-blowing. Seeing some of these places in Montana, Canada, and I think Argentina they shot. If you've seen the trailer, you've seen what I'm talking about. It was just a mind-blowing area. It's just, I mean, I love the mountains. Anybody knows me knows that. And just to watch it was so fucking amazing. Little chest. And lucky pennies, awesome. There's just so much to love in that movie. All the acting's great. When I was talking about Tom Hardy being in an action flick, this is the one. This is the fucking movie. Although action flick, it's kind of hard to say that's exactly what it is, but it is to a certain extent. The most, I mean, heartbreaking and fucking just amazing looking. I can't get over it. If I would have prepared a little bit better, we would definitely be talking deeper about the movie right now. But yeah, that one is absolutely positively my favorite movie of the year so far. I also have written down here movies that I have not seen yet that I am looking forward to, which are Crimson Peak, watching that tonight or tomorrow, Spotlight, hopefully going to be watching it sometime soon, don't know when, 99 Homes, Steve Jobs, Straight Outta Compton, and Ex Machina. Absolutely all of them look amazing. Hopefully they can rock one of those out of the top spots. But so far this year, I've been pretty happy with what's come out. And I'm looking forward to checking out those few more. And here's hoping. One thing you can notice, what is not on any of my list. Movies that I'm not even talking about, there's not a single comic book movie on there. That's right. Not that I have an issue with them, but they're popcorn flicks. And popcorn flicks, although they are fun to watch, they are not amazing movies. So let's hope, in between all the popcorn flicks we get this year, we're going to get something amazing, mind-blowing, or even arousing. But with that, after seeing me play Isaac both bad and good, thank you everybody for showing up and listening to me really poorly rant about movies. If you had a favorite movie this year, pop it down in the comments. We can have a little conversation about it. This will not be the only time that I do Procrastination Livestream Movie Edition. There's actually a lot of movies I'd like to go considerably deeper into than just kind of, saying the names of them and, oh, I like that, oh, I didn't like that. But until then, everybody, thank you so much for coming by once again to hear me talk shit, and I will see you next time.